You know what I did to survive. Everyone who streamed that, followed that, played that back. G thanks, key changed my life. If I pull up right now, it's 100k.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Bola, for those who don't know. Okay guys, quickly before we actually start this video, I just want to quickly say that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a GP, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know I'm not in the field of medicine, technology. I don't know, I'm not a gym person per se. It's just I'm gonna explain my experience, what I went through, how I lost the weight, what I did to help me. What helped me might not work for you. It might work for your friend, it might work for your uncle, but it might not work for you per se. So yeah, I'm not a medical professional. Like, I'm just a normal girl who lost some weight, who wants to share with you guys, because you guys have been on me on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Insta, on every single app. How did you lose weight? How did you lose weight? How did you lose weight? I actually can't breathe without I can't even post on my main story, just my face. Like, how did you lose weight? How did you lose weight? How did you lose weight? Like, damn, I said I'm coming. I'm here. Fuck. Damn. I feel like if you're struggling to lose weight and, for example, this video still don't work for you, other YouTube videos don't work for you, please just do your research, ask a medical professional, maybe speak to your GP, speak to a personal trainer at the gym, just speak to somebody who you know is high up in that caliber or that field that can be able to help you with the correct information that you require. I understand, like, I'm just slow, like, with everything I do, I'm actually just slow and I just take my time, so I apologize for the delay of this video. However, today's the 21st of December, and I actually feel like this is a good time or good day to be recording or putting this out there, because, you know, we're just heading into the new year, and when people want to lose weight, they do tend to start in the beginning of the new year. So just keep that in mind. January is next month. It's literally in like, what, a week? Like, it's next week for me anyways. I don't know when you're gonna watch this, but next week for me is 2022, and I'm so excited because I actually started my fitness journey January the 1st, 2021. Like, I remember I was in London at the time. I left my London house and I went to my uni house where I was living with 4 other people, and it was just me and them. And I felt like I had more, like, I felt like when I was by myself, I had like more of the drive. Whereas in London, my mum and her ayama shays and her jollof rice and her stews were always cut blocking. Whereas in uni, it's just me, like, do you know what I mean? I cook for myself, look after myself, and I knew what, like, to do basically. So yeah, let me just give you some background information. So from as long as I remember, like, I've always been insecure about my weight. Like, I've always been the big one in the group. Like, it's so funny because I was actually looking at my memories the other day. I used to think I was fat in like year 9, year 10, even year 11. But looking back at it now, I was actually so skinny, and I was probably about a size 8, a size 10. But I would always be the big one in the group. I'd always be insecure, you know, always putting on jumpers. I would never want to wear like things that everybody else would be wearing, because I knew, boy, my flab was going to show. And I'm from Southeast London. I know I get a lot of views all over the world. But I'm actually from Southeast London, and Southeast London, people don't have filter. They're not nice. People are rude. If you're fat, they're gonna tell you you're fat. If you're tall, they're gonna tell you you're tall. If you're a midget, they're gonna tell you you're a midget. South London people don't have cool. So I used to get bullied about my weight a lot. Like, I was always here, fat bitch or fat shit. That phrase, fat bitch, fat shit. That's what they used to call me in secondary school, boy. So from year 7 to like year 9, I was probably about a size 18, size 20. I don't know per se my weight, but I was probably about 90 to 100 kg. So this was from year 7 to year 9. And so in year 9, actually, I got diagnosed with something called polycystic ovaries. Yeah, we're not gonna go into it, but basically, like, I remember it was in summer, like, of year 9 going to year 10. I felt really, really sick. Like, it was my period basically acting up, but I didn't eat. Like, in that summer, I didn't eat. Jokes aside, I did not eat. This was the summer that McDonald's actually dropped their sweet chili wrap, and that was the first thing I remember eating in such a long time, and it actually kind of got me to eating again. I don't know why I just remember that. But yeah, so when I was diagnosed with polycystic ovaries, I was really, really sick for basically the whole summer, so I didn't eat. So I lost a lot of weight. So I basically went from a size 18 back to a size 8. But in my mind, I still thought I was the fat one in the group. Just my best friend growing up, she's very petite, she's quite small, and because me and her were best friends, we would always they would always compare us to each other. So as I said, she was quite petite, quite small, and I was the big one. So it was just kind of like, it used to annoy me when, like, we would be together and people would always be like, oh, look at and fatty, like, or they'll be like, oh yeah, but they'll be like, her name and the fat friend or something. Just, it would always be something like that, and that used to piss me the fuck off. So when I finally did lose the weight in year 9, I didn't even think I lost weight because people were once again still comparing me to my best friend at the time kind of thing. So yeah. And then year 11 happened. I lost even more weight because of the stress of, you know, exams, GCSEs, whatever. So when year 11 finished, I was actually quite skinny. I'm gonna insert some pictures. Like, I was actually a babe. Like, I was getting, not to toot my own horn, but I used to get moves and that. Like, you know, I actually used to get all the, like, I remember summer of year 11 was a good summer because that's the summer when I was like out, like finished year 11. So sorry, for those who don't know, year 11 is your GCSEs if you're in the UK. Finish year 11 and then you go to college for 2 years and then you head off to uni for 3 years. So this was June 2016 is the time that I finished my GCSEs. So when I finished, I was really small. As I said, I'm going to insert clips and stuff. What happened was after this is that I basically got into a 4-year relationship. And I'm not going to blame my partner at the time to say, oh yeah, that's why I got weight. But when you're in a relationship, let's be real, relationship weight is fucking real. Like, from the first day that I met my ex to like a year in, I could already see the differences that they were mad. Like, I gained so much relationship weight because obviously we'd want to go out to eat all the time. It was literally where you want to eat at. All he used to say was me, where you want to eat at, where you want to eat, what do you want to eat. And that's why I was horrible keeper. Like, I gained so much weight so quickly. So if we fast forward to like, I'm going to fast forward to like uni times, like first year of uni, which was 2018. I'm going to obviously be in certain clips and stuff. I feel this is when I was at one of my heaviest weights. I didn't exercise at all. And I used to live on a campus, like, and I used to hate walking. Like, I would live on a campus and the city centre was like a 30-minute walk away, and all my friends would want to walk, but I'm like, fuck that, can't lie, I'm taking a bus, I'll link you lot there. Like, I used to hate walking. I was just so lazy. I didn't like to move. Like, I liked dancing. Like, me and my flatmate that I live with, we always used to dance and stuff like that. So I loved dancing and just being silly, but when it came to like exercising and moving and eating healthy, I was not for that. And I knew I was Oroba Kiba, but at the time I didn't really give a shit. Like, I was just happy living my life kind of thing. When second year came around, I moved into a house and I actually lived like 2 seconds away from the gym. Like, okay, not 2 seconds, like a 5-minute walk away from the gym in second year. And I would go, but like I wouldn't go often. So I remember when second year actually came about, I remember it was about October, and I could see that I've even packed up even more pounds that I packed on in first year. And like, obviously my age mates are skinny. My friends, like the people when I go to my uni motives and I see that everybody's skinny, everybody looks good, and like I'm just here chubby, and I would feel uncomfortable when I would want to wear certain things or I'll order something, and the way it's looking on a model is not how it's looking on me. You could just see the flab, and like I would always feel so uncomfortable. And I'm just, do you know what I mean, I'm such a, like, it's really bad how it might sound, but at the time I used to care, well, for a long time I did used to care about what people would think about me. And I had my group of friends, they were beautiful girls, like everybody in there was a lengthing, and they all were skinny, had body and everything, and it was just me. At the time I had acne scars, I was big, like I wasn't good mentally, physically, emotionally. So I was like, cool, do you know what we're gonna do now? Let's actually try and start to lose weight. So this was second year, second of uni. This was about 2019. So I actually really wanted to start losing weight around October, September times. I would go to the gym just to like run on the treadmill and like just play with the machines. Like, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I would go like once every 2 weeks, or like when one of my other flatmates was going, she'd be like, do you wanna go gym? I would just go, but like I wouldn't really like know what I was doing per se. Like, I was just going there for vibes, to be honest with you. I didn't really know what I was doing. And then when the pandemic hit, so as I said, it was 2019, so then March 2020, when this was the first time as a country went into lockdown. So I kind of thought, all right, do you know what, we're at home, we're not doing anything, why not try to lose some weight? And I remember this was the time that Chloe Ting was really trending. Like, I used to see her everywhere, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, but I would do her here and there. But like, as I said, I feel like I always knew that I was a big girl, and I always knew that I had to lose weight, and I always knew, you know, you need to lose weight. But like, when it came down to it, I just don't think that mentally I was there, or I wasn't ready. Like, if you want to lose weight, you need to feel it on a mental level, because you can't just be doing it just for doing its sake. It is not making any sense at all, but it's making perfect sense. So yeah, as I said, March 2020, I would do Chloe Ting here and there, and I would work out here and there, but I just felt like I wanted to lose weight. I just wanted to lose weight overnight. Like, I wasn't really bothered for exercising, fuck healthy eating. Okay, so let's forward to third year now. So this is like my third year of uni, and obviously looking at me, like, I knew that I was I was overweight, and like I think at this point it was getting to a point where like I just used to get tired all the time. My ankles used to hurt. I couldn't walk 5 minutes without being out of breath, and it used to be so embarrassing, like when I would go on walks with my friends and then everybody's walking and I can't even walk on the same pace as them because I'm like, in the back. Like, and as I said, I'm from South East London. South people are not nice. They are fucking broke. So like, and my friends as well, they don't beat around the bush. Like, I don't think they're nice people. So they used to be like, yeah, bro, you're actually kind of fat, like you should do something about it. And I'll just be like, rah, kind of thing. So like I knew that I was getting fat, and I knew that it was time for something to be done. Not even because I want to feel good or look good, because like my health is actually becoming a problem. Like, it's really like bad when you actually try to walk somewhere and you're literally doing the bare minimum and you're already out of breath. If it makes you feel like shit, like I actually felt like complete and utter shit. And because of how I was feeling, I would even eat, and I'm such an emotional eater. Like, I eat whenever I'm sad, I eat when I'm happy, I eat when I'm an emotional eater. So even when like I would look in the mirror and see that I'm fat, I would just go and eat some more, because it's like I was upset that I was fat. So it's like I was basically going around in a circle, basically just not losing any weight. And it wasn't until like January the 1st 2021 that I actually said, yeah, fuck this shit, like something has to be done, like for your mental health, for you to believe in yourself, for you to feel confident, and just for your overall happiness. Because I feel like if I was to stay how I was, stay eating, stay the way I was before, I probably wouldn't, this might be TMI, but I probably wouldn't be alive today. But that's a subject for another day. But yeah, so now I feel like it's time for me to actually get to what I did. I'm gonna speak about what I did in the whole year, as in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, December now. Like, in the sense, because I feel like that's what made it make more. That's just how I'm gonna explain it. So yeah, cool. Let's get into it. So January the 1st 2021, I literally left my mum's house in London. I came to Canterbury, where I was living with four of my friends, and like I said, fuck it, it's time for a change. On that day I watched like so many YouTube videos and like, oh, how I lost weight, you know, all the girls, like basically what you lot are doing now. Like, I basically watched all the videos of all the girls saying what they did. I used to watch people's gym routine. But when I used to watch people's gym routine, even in my mind I was like, bro, I know as fucking hell I ain't gonna do that. So I figured I wanted to do something, but I didn't want it to be like I was forcing myself as well. How I felt about losing weight this time and the other times is that this time I felt like I wasn't gonna rush it. Like, I just felt like I just wanted to lose weight and be healthy. Before, every single time I would try to lose weight or whatever, before, it's always, you have to lose weight by this month, you have to do it in this month, 2 weeks, you have to be size 2 by this time. Like, I would always give myself a time frame, and when it was getting closer to the time and I realized I had made no progress, I would be so even more angry at myself. And as I said, I was such an emotional eater, just eat more food. So as I said, that was a cycle. So I didn't want to make the same mistakes as I was doing before then and now. So I said, I'm just gonna take my time with it. Even if I'm still fat by December, then so be it. That's how God wants it to be, basically, kind of thing. So in January, what I did was I actually started to eat healthy. Like, not healthy in a sense of like salad, but like I would decrease my portion sizes, and I introduced intermediate fasting into my routine. This was January 2021. So I didn't exercise at all here, but I would eat healthy, and I introduced intermediate fasting, which was basically when you would only eat from like a specific time in the day to another specific time. And there's different types, but it depends on you or what you want to do. So what I would do is I think I did like the 10 to 7 one. So I would eat from 10, and I'll eat like all the way till 7, but 7 p.m. that was it. Like, no 7:01, not 7:02, no, not 7:30, not 7:34, no, literally 7 p.m. that was it. All I could eat for the rest of the day was water, basically. Yeah. And alongside with the intermediate fasting, I started to go on walks as well. I feel like January was probably, if not June, January was probably my most like hardcore month, because it was just the beginning. So I didn't like exercising, I didn't like sweating. So I thought, what can I do to make me lose weight? And I spoke to one of my friends, and he was like, oh, just go on walks for like 1 hour, 2 hours, just walk. And that's literally what I did. I have the Nike Run app here because I want to actually see how many miles I did in January. Like, I just remember January was just, I did 59 miles, basically 56 miles, because 55.9. I did 56 miles of just walking, like around my area, around where I lived. I would walk for 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, sometimes 30 minutes, just whatever, like, and I would listen to podcasts. I remember this one I used to listen to on Lonnie's sex podcast. I don't know why I was violent. Oh my god, what a whore. But like, I remember at the time, like, I just used to walk around for like an hour and just used to burn so many calories so quickly, and it's like I was basically doing a bare minimum. I used to go by myself, so I didn't used to have to worry about, you know, going the same pace as somebody else. Like, the only competition was me. I would walk around for an hour, even just around the area, literally, that's it. And I did that for a month, and it's so mad because obviously this is when the UK was in quarantine, so I didn't see all my friends for like a month. So I saw them at the end of the month for one of my other friends' birthday, basically, and everyone was already like, oh my god, you've lost so much weight, you look so good, Bear in mind, this was 1 month into my weight loss routine, and all I did was walking, like literally walking. As I said, all I literally did was walk like for hours. I didn't exercise. I would eat healthy, but not healthy to a point where like, oh, it's salad. Like, I'll still eat rice and stew, still eat Nando's, KFC, whatever, but I would intermediate fast it and make sure that like I would cut down my portions, and also cut off like all fizzy drinks. Like, you're gonna want to get one of these. Like, this is amazing. This is a 2-litre water bottle. I got this from Asda, but like you can get this from anywhere, Amazon, Home Bargain, AliExpress, I don't know, but one of these is really helpful. So I would drink one of, this is 2 litres, isn't it? This is actually 2.2 litres, which is even better, because you're supposed to basically, if you want to lose weight, drink 2 litres of water a day, but this is even 2.2 litres of water, and I used to drink this. I have been drinking this every single day for the past year, basically. Thanks. Fun fact for you. So let's fast forward to February. Basically, in February, I started working at Waitrose, but I hated it. Like, the shop was extremely cold, and in February, it was actually snowing in the UK. The way the shop was shaped is that, like, it had fridges everywhere, like, around the whole shop. Like a normal shop. I don't know why, like, a normal shop, they just wouldn't have it in one aisle at the back, but no, they wanted to have it everywhere. So I said to myself, you can quit this job, and I knew, because, like, one thing about me, I actually do get jobs quite easily. So I was like, oh, I will probably be unemployed for like 2 weeks. I was like, in this 2 weeks that I'm going to be unemployed, I actually want to do the Chloe Ting challenge. So I said to myself, Bola, it's either you quit, do Chloe Ting, and then find a job, whatever, or you stay and you basically catch pneumonia and die in this shop. And I didn't want to exercise, because at this point, like, I hated exercising. Till this day, I don't even know how I feel about exercising. It comes and goes. But yeah, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit the job. So when I quit the job is when I started to do Chloe Ting, and I feel like that's when like my weight started to fuck off. First ever challenge I actually did was the Chloe Ting 2-week challenge, and it was so weird because like I had tried Chloe Ting in the past before, but I would never make it past day 2 or day 3. I would even never make it past the second video and the first day, because it was so much. Like, I can't lie, Chloe Ting is very hard. Like, even to this day, I still get out of breath and I'm still panting. I'm still panting. So if you do want to try Chloe Ting and you feel like you did it for 1 day and you're out of breath, just so you know, it is very hard. I don't think it's for the weak. Like, so if you want to do it, just do it with a pinch of salt, basically. So yeah, when I started doing the Chloe Ting is when I started to like lose weight. And then, but before the 2 weeks actually ended, I feel like it kind of got repetitive and boring. So with YouTube suggestions is actually how I managed to find like my other fitness YouTubers. So like Lily Sabril, is it Lily I used to call her Lily Sabrilli. Is her name Lily Sabril or Lily Sabrilli? In my head it's Lily Sabrilli. I used to watch Lily Sabrilli. Lily Sabril? Lily Sabril? Lily Sabril? Lily Sabril. I feel like it's Sabril. Anyways, I used to watch Lily Sabril, Emmy Wong, Pamela Rave, Chloe Ting, like, and even Natalie B Fitness. Shout out to you! I can't say that. I used to watch Chloe Ting, Pamela Rave, Lily Sabril, Emmy Wong, even Natalie B Fitness. Shout out to you, my god sis. Yeah, I used to watch all of them, and kind of like with that, I kind of made like, I feel like I started to kind of not be a gym babe, but like kind of figure out and work out what exercises in particular would help what, if that makes sense. So for example, if one day in the week I just worked on my bum, I knew what exactly to do the next day for my abs after basically just watching these YouTubers, because I did them from like February, March, April, May. I did them from about for basically 3 months in lockdown, because I had nothing else to do. Like, so I used to basically work out all the time, Google like how to make your abs smaller, how to make your waist smaller, how to get a big bum overnight, like all that shit. And I feel like that's kind of where I kind of learned like what I'm about to teach you soon, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's basically what I did for the course of those months, and I'll insert like pictures and to see how like I was losing weight and how, the way I was looking in so month. So fast forward to like April is when the gyms opened. So the UK was no longer in lockdown, and I actually used to go to the gym. And when I first started going to the gym, like I feel like I'm one of those people, like just don't, because I don't like people looking at me, like kind of thing. I didn't really feel comfortable in the gym. So even if like I would go to the gym and like I would want to use the hip dip machine, if somebody next to it, I feel like I'm getting a weird vibe from them, I just won't use that machine. And like I feel like just stupid, just dumb things like that just really slowed down my life, because I feel like I could have made so much more progress if like I wasn't such an insecure scaredy cat basically. Like, so when I would even go to the gym in the beginning, when the gyms first opened, I wouldn't even do as much as I used to do with the Chloe ting, because I had gym based anxiety. Like I just didn't like people watching me. I didn't want to use the machine incorrectly and embarrass myself, or like I don't want to talk about it, but I feel like I have to. Oh, story time in story time. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually got like this scar on my face. It's right here. Yeah. I actually got this scar when I was in year 5. So I went on a treadmill and I slipped and I fell off, and then like my face split into 2. It was actually mad because I was almost blind and nearly went in my eye, but besides the point. So obviously I was crying, I was like sad and whatever and stuff, and all my primary school, well, some of my primary school, I wouldn't say mates, but the group of the primary, just basically people that went to my primary school were there when it happened, didn't it? So like obviously when it happened to me, I didn't go to school for the next like 2 weeks or whatever. But when I did go back to school, I heard that they started a rumor saying that when I was crying, I wasn't crying because I was in pain. I was crying because I wanted chicken and chips. Like I feel like that. It doesn't sound that deep, but at the time it was so deep to me that like I hated treadmills. I didn't like the gym. I don't like people looking at me because when I'm in the gym, or just anything gymmy, I had complete and utter anxiety from it. Like throughout the years, as I said, I used to go to the gym in 2nd year and 1st year, which kind of like made it calm down. But to like physically go to the gym and like do all the exercises and being there for like an hour, I couldn't do it. Just no, kind of thing. But gradually, so what like I did, instead of like going to the gym and going on the machines and stuff in front of all these bulky men and shit, was I actually went to gym classes. So in I don't know for people like in different countries, but in the UK, majority of people go to something called Pure Gym, and with Pure Gym you have a system where like you can book classes. So like I would book classes. They have different types for like your legs or your bum or your abs, or it's called burn it or cardio fit, I don't know. But like I actually managed to book a class with, I can't remember her name, but it was just this one specific lady, and like yeah, I did a class and like I just felt like, okay, I found it, this is my calling, it's classes in the gym, because I would go 2 classes back to back. Like I would even go to the gym early, do a little treadmill, go to 2 classes back to back, then go back to the gym, and like I was proper consistent. I feel like with this lady as well, like she wasn't one of those people that would like embarrass you. The lady was really nice, and I feel like back to back gym classes. And yeah, so when I used to go to the gym classes, when I used to feel more comfortable, because there'll be like other women in there, and it'll be like, right, it's not just me that's fainting after doing 1 squat, it's not just me that's fainting after doing 1 sit-up, like all of us are fine, yay! And I feel like that kind of made me feel more comfortable before like I started to go on the machines and do whatever. So I feel like I just wanted to really put that part in there as well. So yeah, now we're in April. What I would do is I would walk to the gym. So I used to live about like 30 minutes away from the gym, so I'd walk there, and then obviously do what I need to be doing, and also walk back home. So I would probably burn like, how much calories would I burn? I used to burn like, let's say like 150, 130 calories just by walking to the gym alone. Bear in mind, then I would go into the gym. The first thing I'll do is go on the treadmill. I don't like to run, so I put on like incline 12 point, no, not at this point, I was on 12. Whoa. I used to put on an incline of maybe like 6 or 7 with the speed of 6. So I used to basically kind of like do like a small jog up the hill. And then after that, I would then go into 2 gym classes. Yeah, 2, to then walk back home. So basically I used to actually do a lot, but it's just because like this was April, as I said, and my birthday was in June, and I had a lot of people to shit on by June, so I had to kick it into high gear, if that made sense. So yeah, Like I felt like I started to kind of fall in love with the gym, and at this point I was losing so much weight and people were telling me I couldn't let that go. Like I had to make sure that I was in that gym every day doing the exact same thing. So obviously I did this April, May, June till about June, and then when uni finished and I moved back to London and I no longer had my favorite gym instructor woman in the world, I feel like at this point is when I had to kind of develop and understand like how to basically do gym by myself, if that makes sense. So no more Chloe Ting, no more gym instructor, no more gym classes. It's just, it was me and the gym, and I had to figure out like what I wanted to do. And I feel like at this point I had figured out like what exercises would be good for abs or would be good for bar, or like that's when Bsofitt was born. Like Bsofitt was born June. Yeah, she was born in June, because this is when like I would say that I was 100% confident. Nobody could tell me nothing in the gym. I knew how to do everything and anything, and I was ready like for anything and everything. My birthday had even gone past here, but like basically even me losing weight, I actually just wanted to lose weight so I could be skinny by my 21st birthday, which I actually did complete. But like even after my birthday, the love that I still developed and the love that I still have now for the gym and like healthy eating and looking and feeling good, it's actually amazing. Because you could have never told me in a million years that me Moses Valentine would be a gym babe. I would have laughed in your face, but here we are. But yeah, so now we're gonna get to the fun part of Bsofitt. We in this bitch, it's city girl shit, we A-listed. The camera's gonna die. Yeah, so when we got to like June, so this is after my birthday, like I've kind of like not hit the, yeah, pretty much hit all the goals I wanted to hit with my weight loss by June, because like I had lost so much weight so quickly, and like it was a good thing, but then again it was kind of a bad thing, because people started coming up to me like, are you sick, do you have the C word, like, which is kind of a bad thing. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I guess people are just gonna, like, you can't really satisfy people, because when I was fat is fat, when I was skinny you got cancer. Like I don't know what you people really want from me. But yeah, that's like after, you know, going to the gym, going to different gym classes, seeing all those workouts online and stuff like that, and finally getting rid of my gym-based anxiety. I feel like I kind of like have found the routine I feel like that could help other people, because obviously like being I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I'm an influencer or whatever, being me, being who I am, like and I have a lot of people that watch me and stuff. I was getting so many questions like, oh my god, like how did you lose weight, especially on my birthday. Like people were going crazy for it, and I feel like I do want to apologize for taking this long, but I just feel like when I put my name into something, like when I'm gonna say, oh, this is something that I did, I want it to be perfect. Like I don't want bullshit next to something that I put my name on, if that makes sense. So what I basically did for you guys is that I basically wrote an ebook on what I basically did to lose weight. Like I can't show you the ebook because you gotta pay for it, but like it's actually really good. Like let me find it. I should just why is it looks so good. Books. Actually basically developed like an ebook for you guys, because I understand like it's actually kind of long when you first go into the gym and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know where to start, but like I got you covered. So I can't even show you, I'm not showing you. I got you covered. Like my ebook basically is 40 pages long, man. 41 pages long. It's got like, oh my god, I don't want to say like, okay, do you know what I'll do? I'll show you the context page, because you know, who give fucks about context page. So this is, it doesn't want to focus, but this is the context page. So like, you know, you've got like page whatever right here, and like so the for example the beginning is my story, like explaining what I've been through with weight loss and stuff, and then like page 6 is a paragraph on like gym-based anxiety and how like I know a lot of people are scared to go to the gym. Like trust me, I actually 100% understand. Like you go into a gym and you see all these henchmen, or you see all these girls with like their perfect bodies, and you're just there and you don't know where to start. Like I completely and utterly understand you, because guys, I understand like right now I do look good and I feel good and I feel amazing, but exactly how you feel, I was once in that position as well. Like, this is the first time, well, since I was 16, but it feels like to me since forever, since I've actually been like skinny. Like, I didn't say how much I weigh. I currently weigh 65 kg. So 65 kg is, I'm 143 pounds. Obviously I'm even still to this day, like, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Like, I want to lose more weight. Like, I do potentially see myself having Kim Kardashian's body but a natural way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes fucking sense to me. Like, I'm a size 8. I actually fit into extra small or size 4 sometimes, which is actually, I don't know if I should be alarmed, but I don't know, I just do it. But like, I'm actually so proud of myself, because like, if you know me especially, then you know that I never really thought that I would be in this position with a fucking fitness page and an ebook about to come out, like, and like all these like gym things like I'm about to do. It's just, I'm so incredibly excited for it. I'm so grateful for you guys as well. Like, even when I was away, a lot of people would message me, say, where are you, bitch? And like, the feedback as well that I got, like when I was in Nigeria, like, it's just amazing. Like, just how proud everybody is of me, and I am so proud of myself, because like, it's not easy, you know, like waking up every single day to exercise, like, or looking in the mirror, because you work out once, you look in the mirror, you're still fat. You work out twice, you look in the mirror, you're still fat. Work out 4 times, you're still, like, you get it? It's a process, and like, that process, I'm so happy that every single thing that I went through, every single day that I didn't exercise, every single day that I was unbothered, every single day I was on, sorry bitches, on my dick, like, damn, I'm trying to record. Like, every single day that I didn't exercise, every single day I was unbothered, unmotivated, I'm so happy that I went through every single thing that I went through, because I wouldn't have been who I am today, and I'm so proud of that. But for my girls that are starting out with the gym, guys, like, I'm just gonna do like, this segment is gonna be like just advice and shit that I went through and things that I did to kind of like help my weight loss journey kind of thing, yeah. So like, I feel like if you want to lose weight, I feel like start off small. Like, don't just jump straight into the deep end and like start lifting 50-pound weights and everything. Like, no, because at the end of the day, everybody's different, everybody's body is different, and like, what works for your friend on their first day of gym that made them lose weight in an hour, it's not gonna work for you, kind of thing. So I would say slow and steady does win the race. Like, you know, we can always appreciate all the juice cleanses, and like, I do actually fuck with slim tea. I actually do like slim tea, but we'll talk about that in a separate video. But like, all those juice cleanses and like fast diets or whatever, cool, they would work, but like, at the end of the day, when you stop doing them, you're just gonna gain, and if you go back into your normal routine, you're just gonna gain all that weight you just lost back. So I feel like fast diets and all those fast, yeah, they don't work, babe. If you want to lose weight, honestly, you're just gonna have to do what a normal person does. You're gonna have to go in a calorie deficit, which means that you burn more calories than you consume. So for example, if I eat 1,000 calories a day, I want to make sure that I burn 1,500 calories in a day, if that makes sense, so that I'm burning more than I'm consuming. And that's basically how you lose weight, by decreasing the amount of calories you intake and increasing the amount you burn, if that makes sense. So the keyword calorie deficit. You also want to exercise. You can exercise differently. Like, there's different ways to exercise. As I said in January, like, literally simple walking, just walking, literally walking. And people in a month already told me I lost so much weight, but like, you do have to be consistent with the walking. I would recommend doing 10k steps a day. This is what's pissing me off, because like, I would have wanted to insert like little like the things that I did, like the times that I was walking. But this is my 3rd phone in this year, so like, the app that I actually used to track my steps is actually like basically been deleted. But this is basically one of the apps that I use. It's called Step app. It says that I've done 9,477 steps today. Every single day you're gonna want to aim for 10,000 steps, and it literally counts it. So you could, if you go to the kitchen and you're holding your phone, it will count that as you doing a step. But it's really cool, because it lets you know how much calories you burnt. So for example, today I burnt 306 calories just from walking alone, guys. Like, just from walking, I've already burnt 306 calories. What's your excuse? Like, I just want to know. Like, we're actually coming into 2021 now, and I feel like people who are like me and like have always been fat, and like, you feel like you can't do anything about it, guys, it's actually time. Like, it's 2022. We've been in a pandemic for God knows how long. Like, God forbid we do actually die next year. Don't you want to at least die looking good? I'm not even saying everything that I'm saying just for you guys to go buy my ebook, which actually is included, and there will be a mail book no ebook plans coming soon. Like, I'm gonna do more ebook plans in the future, like that will target specific areas or specific English, that will target specific areas or specific things that you want to do. But like, this is just the first one, so I called it Bsofitt. We in this bitch is city girl shit, we illustrate. Yeah, so if you want to start slowly, all I did was literally walk, and people had already noticed so much weight. If you want to lose weight quickly, like, I would also recommend, you know, Chloe Ting. Like, Chloe Ting really did change my life. Like, she is an inspirational. She does deserve all the million subscribers that she does have, because she actually does work wonders. Like, I really do salute her. Pamela Rave, Lady Sabril, Natalie B Fitness as well. She's amazing. Like, she grew in quarantine last year because she fucking deserves it. Like, she's an amazing gym person, and I watch all her videos on Insta, and I'm just there saving them because I know I'm adding them into my gym routine for the next day. Like, and another thing I actually did as well is that, like, on Instagram I started to follow a lot more like gym based people. So even if there's days where like I wouldn't want to exercise and I'm just sitting at home on my phone, somebody exercising is gonna come up on my TO and I'm gonna be like, bro, that should really be me right now. And that would even motivate me to go to the gym, just by literally, I could just be scrolling right now and a post of Natalie B Fitness will come up and I'll be like, fuck, I'm going to the gym. Like, that's how quickly I am now to go to the gym. And like, with food as well, my relationship with food, I feel like the way I used to eat when I was fat, I could not even eat half of that now. Like, the way your appetite decreases as well as you lose weight is amazing, and that's how it even helps you to maintain the weight. Like, I used to be scared of that gaining my weight back, but I still, to this day, I still go to the gym and I still exercise and I still eat right and stuff, but I'm always still scared that if I eat like the wrong thing, one day I'm just gonna wake up with my belly and it's done. But at the end of the day, that's what it is with weight loss. But yeah, like, my ebook, guys, I just want to talk to you quickly about my ebook. As I said, it's 40 pages. It has like what you guys should do if you want to lose weight. It doesn't have food, because I feel like I wanted to do it separately. Like, I'd rather focus each ebook on one specific thing. Yeah, so I will show you. I feel like I just have to show you one page just because I love you guys and you're actually my fucking subscribers and you watch this. What page is my favorite? What's one of my favorite pages? Okay, I'll show you this page. So I'll insert the picture of it, because what the fuck am I actually doing showing you like this? A random page. This is what it looks like. This is week 3, day 4. So every single exercise that I did mention, I showed like a little picture or like a little cartoon of how to do it, and then other pages is even like clear instruction on how to do the exercises. Because another thing, if you're going to do the exercises, make sure you do it right, other than just going there and doing it half-heartedly and you're not even making the difference as well. I'd rather you go into the gym and do 3 reps of 5 than you do 3 reps of 20 and you're doing the exercise wrong, if that makes sense. So form is very important. That's why on every single page I put how to do plank, hip dips, or how to do sit-ups or whatever. But as I was going back to this page, like, it just tells you the number if you are beginner, intermediate, or advanced, like, of what you do, the weight, the exercise you should do and stuff like that. But I honestly did put my heart and soul into this ebook, like, and I did send it to a lot of like gym experts as well, just to get their opinion on it, and they said yeah, it's really good. Because I actually got really close to my my London, because obviously I was in uni at the time when I started losing weight. But when I went back to London and I started going to my London gym, I actually got close with my gym instructor, because I think just because he's Nigerian and I'm Nigerian, so you know them ones there. He used to be picking up in me in the lessons and everything. He's like, Bola, I see your bomb dropping. I'm just like, why the fuck are you embarrassing me? But yeah, like, I'm really proud of my ebook. It changed like my eating at all. Like, I still ate what needed to be ate, but I did intermediate fasting and I decreased my portion sizes. Like, but if it was like rice and stew, I was still gonna eat the rice and stew. Ayamashi, I was still gonna eat the ayamashi. Like, regardless of what it is, I was still gonna eat it, but I was just going to use the correct portion. I cut off all fizzy drinks. You know, 7-Up is my life, but no, I only drink water, and occasionally, sometimes like, if I just get completely sick of water, I'm gonna have apple juice. But that's pretty much apple juice or orange juice, like, but that's pretty much it. You would never ever catch me with Coke, ever. You could never catch me with Fanta, ever. You could actually never. In Nigeria I was drinking it, but that's not Nigeria, but like here, like, you could. That's pretty much everything I had to say. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'll do more videos about this topic in the future. If you want to take anything away from losing weight and you don't want to buy my ebook, whatever, just drink water. So cut off the fizzy drinks, yeah. Try to increase your steps and do 10k steps a day, and just count your calories and be in a calorie deficit. If you don't want to take anything else away, just take away those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support and all the love you've been giving me on my weight loss. Like, I'm fully grateful for every single person who's messaged me just to drop a nice message. It means the world to me, and hopefully, you know, as I said, 2022 is coming soon. Like, we can literally do this together. I'm gonna do my ebook again from the beginning with you guys. I'm starting on the 1st of January, so like we can do it together. We can motivate each other days when you're feeling lazy, or even I'm feeling lazy. You guys can motivate me. It would be so fun. But yeah, I'm gonna be dropping all those information and everything to do with my ebook on my Bsofitt Instagram page. So guys, make sure you please check that out. But thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah!